Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we analyze Internet Computer and an ICP. None of the content is financial advice. Right now, the price of ICP is at around $4.88. The price has been in the downturn since about December 2024. And if you were to take a larger view, it has been consistently in a downturn since the token launch. Again, an exception being the March-April 2024 rally, where this lower high structure was broken to the upside. You can check the technical levels. Throughout its existence, the 20-week simple moving average was acting as a resistance, the 20-week simple moving and the 21-week exponential moving average acting as a resistance. That briefly changed in early 2023 again, only for a couple of months, and then again this 20-week simple moving average acting as a resistance till late October 2023. Then finally a breakout in November 2023 and creation of this rally, which resolved at around 0.5 fib level drawn from the 2020 not the 2021 launch high, because the launch was again kind of a botched launch for ICP, where there was only a handful number of tokens released, and then that resulted to a crash to the levels that ICP has never seen since those time periods. So what we have done is taken October, November, December 2021 rally as a starting point for this Fibonacci levels to make some sense of what an all-time high for ICP looked like in that macro bullish environment for ICP. Since that point, again, if you look at the Fibonacci levels, there is a clear-cut indication that in what ICP achieved in March, there was a lower high, much lower high in December 2024, and now if that structure were to prevail sometime in October, November, December, if there is a counter trend rally per this descending white line lower high structure, the rally could resolve itself at around $8, $8.50. So that's a cautionary tale. Again, none of the content financial advice, but this is what the lower high structure could yield, where the price action could fall close to that 0.23 fib level if there is a small breakout from this lower high structure to at around $11 level. But if you were to be trying to be more precise, the $8.50 level is a realistic scenario under this assumption of lower high structure. If there is a breakout, first key level to look for is $11 and then potentially the $16 level. That is about a 3.5x from the current price. What remains more intriguing is the 20-week simple moving average based risk level. This is available on cryptoweeklies.com, link on the bottom of your screen for ICP under this SMA section. This is how the price is color coded with respect to the 20-week simple moving average price based risk level. That's a mouthful, but that means how is the price risk relative to the 20-week simple moving average. Whenever the prices are too far gone from the 20-week simple moving average, that has signaled a overheated phase in the market cycle. What is curious is in March 2024, the 0.75 risk level corresponded to $19 level, whereas in December at around $15 level. So much lower. That's because the 20-week simple moving average, as evidence from this analysis, the red line is the 20-week simple moving average in March April time period. 20-week simple moving average was around $13. That's 13. In December, that 20-week simple moving average was less than $10 level, at around $10 level. You can see over here. Now the 20-week simple moving average is at around $5.23. Now what would be, again, if you were to try to extrapolate that, at if let's say October, November, December 2025 offers that 0.75 risk level, per this model, that 0.75 risk level corresponds to a price action at around $12, roughly speaking $12.50. That would still be a lower valuation at corresponding risk level from March 2024 and December 2024. That's the sobering reality for ICP. As it relates to the regression based valuation, again, the regression based color coded risk levels are rising. That's because the fair value is dropping precipitously as price action is in a downturn with no area of support. One could argue that $5 level, this between $4.50 and $5.50, that's the bottom or the higher low for ICP, but that still remains to be seen. The polynomial regression function has reacted negatively to the lower high and lower low structure that ICP is in since March 2024, almost 1.5 year looking back. So that's why the fair value is going down. Right now it's at around $3 level. Again, what is more important in the bull market is if the 2 standard deviation residual drawn from the fair value, that the dotted red line, if the price action were to meaningfully break out of this red line resistance, right now coming in at around $5, $5.01, so rounding it out to about $5 level. If price action were to meaningfully break out of this this residual based resistance, then the slope of the regression function could potentially change, like how it did when the price did break out of at that commensurate time period in comparable time period in November 2023, when price action broke out of this first time again broke out of this 2 standard deviation residual. Then the regression function had started having a positive spin to it or positive upswing to it. So that is one again silver lining. If price were to break out from this downturn and the line in sand being $5 level, then again that could usher in some bullishness for ICP. Again, not financial advice, just historical analysis. In terms of the applied to the, this is the same analysis applied to weekly candles instead of a daily candle. Again, similar valuation coming in at around $5.60 at a weekly candle high, so slightly more wiggle room than the daily level. Coming to the machine learning based price forecast, if there is a bullish breakout, and in that scenario again, if there is a non-euphoria bull run ahead of us in the next 3 months for ICP, the price forecasted is between $5 level to about $7 at a weekly average. So if the weekly average is at around $7, the highs could be close to at around $8, $8.50. That's just the candle body. This is the weekly average behind that candle body. So that's the non-euphoria target. The euphoria target for ICP, the 2 standard deviation machine learning based 95 percentile confidence based analysis, that the price action stays towards the end of year close. Again, if there is only 5% chance and essentially 2.5% chance that price action breaks out of the $11.50 resistance. So $11.50 again coincides with confluence and is confluent with that 0.23 fib level that I mentioned earlier at around $11.13. So again, that's again if the bull market concludes in December of 2025, key level to watch for ICP per this analysis at around $11. That's about 2.5x of the current price. In terms of time weighted average price, nothing good has happened to ICP. The time weighted average price, the blue line, has offered significant area of resistance in the March 2024 rally as well. As great as that rally was, the price action did not go above the time weighted average price. This means that price action again has been in a downturn since launch of the token. So this line becomes a major area of resistance come late 2025. Right now the time weighted average price is at around $16. That's the secondary level if there is a breakout that I mentioned, the 0.38 to the $16.25, again confluence with time weighted average price. So that could be one, if there is a one quick euphoria burst towards the end of the year, that $16 level is a key level to watch for. All in all, the estimated bull run peak as it stands with respect to major risk-based models, the estimated bull run peak is at around $12 as it relates to the time weighted average risk, the simple moving average price risk, and the regression risk weighted risk at 0.4. estimated bull run peak at $12 with the current price of about roughly $5, representing a reward of 2.5x from here if that estimated bull run peak were to come into fruition. With that, I would like to conclude. First area look for between $8 to $8.50. Secondary area at around 12 11 to $12, and then if there is a stretch goal, that's around $16. One thing that I would like to remind is that if there is a 3 standard deviation bull run for ICP, that means if the peak is at around 99.7 percentile scenario, that with only 0.3%, or we can say 1 in 300 chance of occurrence above this level, is at around $28. So that's something that I wanted to leave with. Between $25 to $28 is the maximum permissible 3 standard deviation blow off top scenario for ICP, confluent with that 0.618 over here at around $24 level. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.